one is the infectious agent. The pathogen or microorganisms who one cause disease are come under the infectious agent. Why do we need to be understand the characteristics of this infectious agent? Because they understand this characteristics helps to be tell about better way about all the microorganisms or disease causing pathogens present in our surrounding. Like a virus live inside the host body. Virus, bacteria, fungi multiply quickly. Worms do not multiply quickly. If we are not know about the characteristics of this all the infectious agent, how we prevent cure our body from different type of disease. So virus is very harmful for us because they live in our body, inside the body, and take all the nutrition which is be taken by us in our diet. So viral disease is very harmful for us. How penicillin can help fight against bacteria? Because this antibiotic helps to be block the growth of bacteria. If we have a bacterial disease, what will be taken by us? Antibiotics. If we have a viral disease, then the doctor is be given us antivirals. So all the anti of these microorganisms is very necessary if we prevent our body from different type of disease, because they are help to be block the growth of all the type of bacteria, viruses present in our body. So several type of diseases are they given here based on the mean of spread. Okay, so first one है airborne disease. These are caused by germs, bacteria, viruses in the air, like common cold, tuberculosis. Foodborne disease, like they are be caused by germs, bacteria, any microorganism present in our food, and it is be taken by our body in our diet. Food poisoning, typhoid is be the foodborne disease. Waterborne disease is caused by drinking contaminated water, cholera, amoebiasis. Lifestyle disease, they can be because of the poor unhealthy lifestyle. Heart disease, diabetes. Vector-borne disease, they are be caused by animal that can infectious agent for sick person to another person. These animals that act as an intermediate between disease causing germs and people are called vectors, like bacteria, malaria, dengue, fever. This is be caused by vectors, like mosquito cause malaria and mosquito cause dengue. Where do the disease causing germs live in our body? Where they are living? They are the number of tissue organ in our body where these microorganisms get attached, that is dependent on the where it is be enter in our body. If they are enter in our body through mouth, then it is gone to our digestive system. So generally the point of entry is be decide where they will go. Okay, so on the base, like it is be gone from the nose, then it is be settled down into lung, so it create lung disease. But if it is be gone with the from the mouth, then it is gone to our stomach, and it cause many stomach abdominal problems. So they can also be seen through the sign and symptoms of the disease. Only those organ or tissue is affected where the microbes enter. But there are some other common disease also that are not tissue specific, like inflammation in our body. Our body have an immune system, so if it create a different problems in our body which helps to be immune system helps to be fight our body from different type of disease. So if the process of recruiting cells to kill the infectious agent present in our body, then it is called inflammation. So inflammation process show different effect on our body, such as fever or swelling. Hence, so next one, what is the principle of treatment? How we prevent our body from different type of disease? We may treat an infectious disease in two way: by killing the infectious agent, by reducing the effect of disease or reducing the symptoms. So we can reduce the symptoms in the following way: by taking rest to conserve our energy so that our immune system can fight against the disease; by taking medicine to reduce common symptoms such as fever, pain, hence reducing the disease. We can kill the infected disease in our body, agents in our body, in the following way: by taking medicines that can kill them, such as antibiotics, antiviral medicines be taken by us to be kill bacteria and viral microbes. So with the help of these things we prevent our body from different type of disease. So these are the principle of treatment. Like we may treat an infectious agent in a two way. Antibiotics are not effective against virus. If we take antibiotic, that antibiotic only prevent our body from the bacterial disease, but they are not prevent our body from the viral disease. So that's why antibiotic should be prevent our body from the bacterial infection only, and the antiviral only prevent our body from the viral disease. So antibiotics are not be effective against virus. Antibiotic commonly work by blocking the biochemical pathway that are important for bacteria. So that's why they inhibit the growth of bacteria only. Okay, so antibiotic do not work on virus because virus are not used the biochemical path and use host cell machinery for making proteins. So however, the effective way to be treatment infectious viral disease is be vaccination, and it is be prevent. Okay, so the principle of prevention. Are there any limitation of treating infectious disease via medicines? Yes, there are three limitations present in here. So first, our body function might not be able to recover easily. Okay, so here the principle of prevention are there are limitation of treating infectious agents via medicine. This treatment take time, hence it is be affected our daily activity. Okay, and any infectious disease may transfer from one person who is suffering the disease to another in the meanwhile of the treatment chain of transmission. Okay, so this transmission of the disease, the transfer from one person to another person, it is meanwhile of treatment chain of transmission. So the principle of prevention is very important to be limited the different infectious agent by the help of medicine. Prevention smallpox is eradicated was an epidemic, so immune system can be formed to be developed memory for infection. Most of the Indians are immune to hepatitis A due to virus through food and water. Vaccines for tetanus, diphtheria, whooping cough, measles, polio, etc. These all are the prevention is be taken by our government to be prevent our body from different type of disease. So WHO play a very important role to be prevent our body from different type of disease. So all this disease is be prevent with the help of different type of things is be done by our body. Okay, so the prevention of this all the smallpox, all the disease like a hepatitis A, tetanus, diphtheria is very necessary. General prevention, how we prevent our body from the different type of disease, preventing exposure to this infectious agent like waterborne disease, like any not be kept water for many days at same place. So if water are be kept many days on one place, then it is because waterborne disease like different type of mosquitoes cause different disease in our body. So that's why if we prevent our body from different type of infectious agent, then this waterborne diseases can be prevented by always having a safe and pure drinking water. Not be drink water that is dirty. Always be drinks pure amount of pure drinking water. Airborne disease can be prevented by avoiding overcrowded place, using face mask in keeping the environmental clean. Okay, and vector-borne disease like can be prevented by keeping our surrounding clean. Okay, if surrounding clean, then different type of mosquitoes are not born on that area. So public cleanliness or the society cleanliness is play a very important role. Strengthening the immune system. So if we want to be prevent our body from different type of disease, our immune system should be strong. A specific method to strengthen the immune system. The above method were just general way of preventing any disease. A specific way to be strengthen the immune system with the help of vaccination. Okay, so different disease vaccination are present. It is be starting from birth of the child. So vaccination should be there if we want if we prevent our body from different type of disease. Whenever our body is affected by disease, our immune system is not be able to fight from different type of disease. So but it also remember how to respond when the same disease causing microbes affect our body to the next time. So similarly vaccination contain an agent so that is similar to disease causing agent. So it is we can enter our body and immune system learns to be fight against this type of disease. If our body are know about how we prevent and how we fight our different type of disease in our body, then we prevent our body from different type of disease. So next one, discovery of Helicobacter pylori as a reason for ulcer. So peptic ulcer,